Good afternoon.
Yo.
Refresh your browsers, y'all. Because today is Bowser's, Bowser's. Today is Wednesday, January 11th, 2012. And you're listening to Room 3026 Live. This is episode 441. A 60-minute conversation ranging from technology to pop culture. And I'm your host, Damon Nolan, and we are broadcasting live right here in Durham, North Carolina. It is lunch hour in the Onyx Tower.
Yep.
Today, my co-hosts are Mr. Derek Brinson and Mr. Michael Render.
Doozy.
That's what his name's going to sound like after Easter. And as always, we encourage listener participation. You can join the conversation by calling us via the telephone at 646-929-2689. Again, that's 646-929-2689. You can also chat with us right now at blogtalkradio.com/Damon Nolan.
Yep.
I want to give a special thanks to Mr. Darren Tyler for providing our theme song. It's called Without You. And that reminds me that without you, we would not be where we are today. So thank you for all that you do. Now let me go over here to the chat room here on Blog Talk Radio and say hi to those who are walking in the room right now. Let me say hi to Alan Tran.
What up?
The man. What's going on, Alan? We also got Dyslexic in America, otherwise known as LL. Is funky.
Yo.
And we got Nab 1965. Welcome back.
Nab.
Welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you. And I want to give a special welcome to everybody listening live in an archive. It is because of you and all that you do that is making us where we are. So thank you for joining us. Want to say what's up to Tim Arthur, King Tim, Tim Bada Bim. What's up, Slim?
What?
I did it because you weren't here. Welcome all to the show. We are going to have yet another great show. I'm looking at those who are walking in the room, and whenever you get these groups of people in the room together, you know it's going to be good. Does that include me? That includes you too.
Yeah. Stay funky.
It's hump day today, right? Or is it on my early?
What was that?
It's hump day, right?
It is hump day. It is hump day. It is Wednesday. Yes, and there is a holiday also on Monday.
Are we off? Yeah, we off.
Yeah. So that means I need to see you marching somewhere or holding a sign or something.
I'm gonna march from my bedroom.
I was planning on it. I just
to the kitchen and back.
Didn't know that I wasn't gonna have to cash in a vacation day for it.
To the best of my knowledge, there is no job.
Free at last.
I mean, I got vacation days now.
Yeah.
Free at last.
Not enough to give away, but you
got some. Let me say hi to Miss Eileen Smith, who also walked in as well. Welcome. All right. In any case, let me say we have a great show lined up today. We have a couple of blog rolls here that we're going to go over. We also have a number of stories that we're going to talk about. I see right here. Yesterday we talked a little bit about Google rolling out that new search tool.
they're making a real run at Facebook for what can be described in no other way as internet dominance.
So right now,
web dominance.
It is, for me at least, it's been turned on. We're going to talk about some interesting news that's coming out about that story, as you just sort of alluded to, Facebook and Twitter. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk a little bit about something else that's happening with our search engines. There's an interesting update here on who is becoming dominant in the search field. And also, we'll talk a little bit more about what's happening at CES. And we'll
what does it stand for again?
That will be Consumer Entertainment Show.
I thought it was so it's not Consumer Electronics Show.
That's what I've said, electronics.
Okay.
But Mike said entertainment, so
I was just checking.
Yeah,
I was guessing.
Consumer Electronics Show.
Just checking.
And I was guessing.
Yeah, well, we knew that.
So
Anyway, we'll talk about that and much, much more in this episode, so you don't go nowhere.
I can tell you.
In any case, hopefully you guys had a...
last night.
Last
What
night.
happened? What happened last night?
Man, UNC won. Did anybody catch that? They won.
I did watch a little bit of the game.
They beat Miami. Yeah.
Huh?
I think.
Yeah, I didn't stay there that long. I was going through some of my channels, and I was like, oh, the basketball game. Next.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
They
Next.
won. So.
Well, congratulations to the coach and the team.
Yeah, go Tar Heels. That game's coming up soon, by the way.
Which game is that?
Carolina
You know which
versus
game.
Duke.
Oh.
You know which
Oh,
game.
really? That's going to happen soon?
I think February 9th
Oh.
is the day.
Interesting. That'll be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To see who goes home a loser.
Yep.
Loser.
Yep. And then it's going to matter whose record is better after that. Ooh.
So which reminds me, are we going to be doing anything for the Super Bowl? Is there any plans for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Where's the party at?
One of our frat brothers is actually trying to plan a party.
Okay. Well, what about us? Do we get to go?
What we doing? We mean
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. What are we doing?
We mean me, the only non-Kappa in the room.
I'm just saying, you can come through.
Oh, yeah?
Also,
Like that?
It's open.
Yeah.
It's cool.
We'll hate you. Also,
Catch me.
other
The problem is
interesting
catching me.
news.
Non-Nason organization.
And other interesting news. Don't forget that there is a new movie or two coming out this month, and it looks like we are in the works right now of planning a triangle movie night, or at least going to see a movie. And so let's get that together. Let's make that happen.
All right.
Looks like Underworld is one.
That is looking like a
Right.
really. That looks
Jack
like a
and the
fine
Giant.
choice.
Does that come out this month? Jack and the Giant Killer.
Yeah.
The other one is Red Tails. That's the
Oh man.
World War II.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It is. What are you talking?
Yes.
I'm about to slap you right now. Where's my?
Where's
Does
my
this
rolled
stand
up
work?
newspaper?
Yeah, man.
You know,
Come
we
on,
need a
man.
rolled up newspaper dispenser in this office.
It's gonna be a great movie, man.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean you don't know?
What's not?
Don't
to
you
like
know
about
your
that one?
history?
Yeah, but
What's wrong with you?
the action wasn't.
Airplanes.
It's the action.
Oh, see, there it is.
There he goes.
It's not enough action.
No, it's gonna be tons of action.
So
That's why I'm
it's
surprised.
so it's not a good movie unless things blow up.
They're only gonna
stuff is gonna blow up.
they're gonna talk in between some of the action.
Some of the blowing up of the
It's
things.
just the old school plan.
Oh, they don't have jets. They have propellers.
Let's just take.
See, this sounds very much like your Patrick interview.
Let's
from,
just take
yesterday.
planes out of it
Yeah.
altogether.
Just saying.
Come on,
Let's
guys.
just take planes out of it altogether.
I just want to have them walk around and shoot each other.
Yeah, it's like Underworld.
That's wrong.
I get that from that movie. They'll be shooting in that movie.
There will be shooting. So if you do a double feature of Red Tails and Underworld, you should get enough.
Yeah, I guess.
So let's
What's
do
the
it.
problem? What do you mean? Yeah, I guess.
mean,
What's
Yeah,
the problem?
I don't want
It's
to.
a cool movie.
Yeah,
It's
they're
a cool
gonna-
concept.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these kids today? With
They gotta
their-
have everything. Got to
with
blow
their
up,
hair
No,
and
it doesn't.
and there's got to be people running
the
behind
clothes in
somebody.
their blow 'em ups and
Yeah,
I'm
it's got to be full of action.
I'm not saying it's gonna be bad. It's just,
What's the last movie you've seen that didn't have any action in it?
that you let.
That was
Better
good.
still, that you enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah,
the last movie?
the last movie that didn't have any action, nothing exploded, right? Nobody had to die, or if they did die, it wasn't a violent death. It was a drama, but it was really good.
What was the one with the button? The red button one. Did nothing. Well, I guess the stuff did blow up in that one. Did something blow up in that movie? So what's the name of the movie? With the red button.
See, the fact is, you don't even know what the movie is. When's the last best movie that you've seen that had action and explosions in it?
The best one? Sucker Punch.
See, it didn't even take you but a second.
Not even that much.
Yeah.
Cause
What?
man, it's-
Sucker Punch?
They stand out.
Man.
I tell you, the worst action movie I seen,
Uh-oh.
What?
The Gamer. That's the worst.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That story was.
I don't know
Yeah, I mean,
I
if you
thought
take all
Sucker
the
Punch was
action
pretty
out,
bad.
you take all the action out, it's retarded.
Yeah.
But
I don't
yeah.
know.
And the A-Team was good. And didn't get a good ratings. I don't know why I like that though. A-Team
Well,
was good.
18 was good. Yeah. but I need you to
Oh,
you
yeah,
to stretch
Thor-
yourself a little bit.
Thor
Stretch
was the
yourself.
worst.
Stretch yourself. Stretch
Man, I just
yourself.
can't get
Try
it.
new movies,
It's
man.
not interesting, man.
Let's try new things.
No.
Broaden your horizons, dude.
Yeah, dude. Everything can't be about explosions and
Yes, it
action
can. Why not?
because there's other things out there. There are other movies. There are other genres.
Yeah, but they suck.
You don't even give them a chance. You're just
I
like
do give them a chance.
you know, like
the button movie was good.
on
It's just,
on Friday. I don't know about you guys, but on
What?
Friday, which was like a movie night, right, at the house. So they were like, "Oh, let's all watch movies." So you made popcorn, sit on the
Right.
couch,
right.
and let's watch the kid movie. So I was like, "Well, let's watch The Dark Crystal." You guys remember The Dark Crystal?
The Muppet joint.
Yeah, The Dark Crystal. Right?
No.
Everybody fell asleep except for me and the kids. Erica was asleep. Darius was asleep. And it didn't even get past the first 5 minutes of the movie before they were like, yawn. I was like, you got to, broaden your horizons here. You got to see beyond just what you see.
Sports movies
Just
count. Sport movies count as action since nothing's not blowing up.
Well, like
I mean,
what?
Like Blue Chips and Above
Sure.
the Rim. And,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. They don't have things blowing up on them. Yeah.
So that's okay. Then. There you
So
go.
that's drama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Program was
You
good.
didn't mention any of
Oh,
those
I had to
movies.
think about it because I didn't know he was. Gonna
Yeah,
count
because
the sports
but if I said action, oh yeah, Sucker Punch.
yeah.
It didn't take you but a second to figure that one
Because
out.
I don't watch any other type of movie.
Best drama. Oh,
Dang.
I'm sweating. Oh
V for
gosh.
Vendetta was good. Oh yeah, stuff blew up in that too.
See, too much action.
Man, but it propels the story. Okay, The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. That was good. That's not action.
It's got action.
Oh, because they fight.
They fighting.
Man, I
Yeah,
need the
yeah.
action. I need visual stuff.
Stimulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
all
it.
the other boring crap.
You are what the doctors are describing today. What's happening to our kids?
What?
They got to be stimulated all the time.
No,
Things got to be
just-
moving across the screen
Just the whole
all
time
the time.
movie's on.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem, man.
I mean, what
I
else?
have to work on you.
How can it be good if none of that stuff is happening? Like, all right, give me a good.
It's a movie. There's
Give me a
stories.
rec-
There's a
give-
story here. Come on, guys.
recommend me a movie I should see. That's not action.
I'm
that's
a
good.
big on
The
the
Notebook.
story.
The Notebook. Go see that one. Mike Render puts his headphones down and his microphone on the ground and says, "I can't
All right,
do
so
it.
what's that about?
I can't do it. Just go get it. Go get you and your girl.
No scary movies and no notebooks.
You don't like scary movies?
Nah, man, my imagination's too vivid.
Oh my gosh!
I see a scary movie and stuff in my house look real.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, Mike.
I mean,
Seriously?
it depends on what type of movie.
A scary movie.
Like, okay, like Final Destination, I can laugh at that.
Just because
but-
it's not scary.
But I mean, it can be.
Go see. What's the last one I just saw? Paranormal Activity 3. Go see that
Yeah,
one.
I probably won't do that one.
See, you're a
Yeah.
wuss.
Man, it's okay, man.
Don't be scared.
No.
You can turn the lights on.
So I probably won't be able to go to sleep when it gets dark.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna give a shout out to Ego Ant, man. He said Dark Crystal is one of his favorite movies, man. It was
Yeah.
one of my favorites
Was
too.
it
man.
action?
Yes, it's got action.
See, that's
but
why.
But it's not the reason only.
Yeah, it is. Ask
No,
him.
no.
He's gonna say, man,
The
'cause of
game was
action.
good. Yep, the game was good. Social Network was good.
Oh yeah, Social Network. I forgot. That's a good movie.
All right. Well, let's change gears, man. Let's change gears, and let's change gears here, and let's jump into some Daily Booth real quick.
Oh yeah, I sent a picture. By the way,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's like, I'm not. In the
All right, Daily Booth. This is where you can pull out your cameras. So if you haven't done that yet, pull out your cameras. You can pull out your cell phone, or you can pull out
It's real quiet.
your webcam,
Yep.
or you can just upload a picture.
Yep.
Whatever's easiest for you. But yeah, go get that.
What
and
it look
then,
like?
share
What you wearing?
share that URL with us right here in the chat room. And don't worry though. Don't worry if you're listening to this on an archived show, not live. It's okay. You can always join the fun.
Yep.
Go to Blog Talk Radio. I'm sorry. Go to dailybooth.com
Right.
/Damon Nolan, and you can hit me up there. Let me know that you are a Room 3026 live listener, and I'll follow you back. But let's see what you guys are doing. It looks like Ego Ant has posted his picture. So let's see what Ego Ant's doing. It says, I just saw an ad for my project.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, it's and he has a picture of his ad, what looks to be on a flat screen. Sweet, very nicely done, sir.
I mean, I wonder what that feels like to like go out somewhere and you see your
See
stuff.
one of your
Yeah.
one of your ads out there, or to go out there and make a song and your song shows up on the radio.
Right.
That's got to be cool.
Right.
Sure.
Miss Eileen has a picture and says, "This is my friend's Vizio. I took this picture on New Year's Eve. That looks an awful lot like my Vizio.
See how it works?
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Well.
It's awesome. One of my favorites." And Mike Render had a baby. Congratulations, Mike Render.
No, baby.
Oh, wait, no. What's that? Mike Render, that's not Yo Baby, is it?
Wow, read the caption.
Oh, it says, "Congrats to Beyonce and Jay-Z, and happy birthday, Blue Ivy." Oh, she is precious. She definitely has a mama's eyes and her dad's mouth. Definitely. And nose and mouth, I'd say.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Very, I'd say very pretty eyes. Very pretty eyes. With those long eyelashes. Are they putting makeup on this baby?
no,
Is this natural?
that's how they come out.
Holy
now.
smokes. Holy smokes. This is Mike Render's picture for those of you who are getting in now. Let me also say hi to some of the guests who are walking in right now. Guest 2611, guest 2637. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's see here. Tim Arthur throws his picture up. Let's see what Tim Arthur is doing. Ego Ant says, "This is Jay-Z's 100th problem."
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard that. That was a Twitter a hashtag that trended.
Thumbs up. Happy Wednesday, Tim Arthur says.
He's
Happy
back in
Wednesday.
his
He's back-
usual,
Yeah, he's back in his office now.
usual backdrop.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'd fall asleep in that office if I were working there. I'd be like, man,
Yeah.
You know.
Say, is it that bright outside? Like, it's hard to tell because we got the blinds.
nah, it's something like that. Like his lights off.
Oh.
You know how people do that. They go in the office and they get lost.
Is he in there? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in there somewhere. Anyway, feel free to post your picture anytime you get them, and we'll take a look at those. Thank you guys for sharing them with us. Now let's change gears yet again, and let's look at what you guys are writing. We call this one Blog Roll.
Guess folk.
We got your posters, and we rolling them.
Yeah. Blog Roll is when we take a look at what you guys are writing, what you're putting out there into the blogosphere.
Blogosphere.
It's the po-po,
We have
not the 5-0.
2 stories today.
I was just about to say that.
The first one comes from Tim Arthur's blog, podcastingtutor.com. Again, that's podcastingtutor.com. And this one, again, this is Tim Arthur's venture where he attempts to share with us how we can, too, get into podcasting.
We changed the header graphic.
Yeah.
It was different yesterday.
Yeah, well, you know, he got some time on his hands in that dark room of his.
Working.
Do some work. Anyway, this is an interesting one. It's called Product Spotlight, Roland R05. Talks about basically it's a recorder, something that we were looking at here, and it looks really good, but he goes into detail.
I know
on,
lots of my bandmates from different bands use that gadget.
Yeah, well, I know Tim and I, we talked a lot about doing interviews. And having something like this readily available would definitely come in handy when we do podcasts.
You know,
especially
truthfully,
on the road.
Truthfully, I am of the mindset that a good microphone that you can plug into your phone and get a decent MP3 recording is going to be functionally the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you know, I definitely thought about that, and I also was looking for like a travel-sized mixer and a couple microphones that I could pack with me. And then as long as I have a recorder of some kind, and I don't even know, and I don't know if this is true or not, but if I can get one that would go into even that little handheld recorder that I have, it has a mic in, and it can do stereo. If that wouldn't just work,
Yeah.
you know, do it on high quality,
Sure.
and just record that. As long as I had something like this coming out, just a mixer or something that I could take with me would be a lot easier, because then I could set that up and then have maybe me and my guest who I could interview wherever we go. That would be easy. But anyway, this is definitely one that you can get. It is a recorder. It probably costs a good $100 and something. But go check out his blog. I shared the link with you guys in the chat room. Go check it out and let me know what you think. Also, say hi while you're over there, and say hi so you are a Room 3026 live listener. Yes. All right. Let me take this opportunity to also give some shout out real quick to, I guess it's Nabisho. I'm going to say it's Nab 1965, who is here with us. Thank you for joining us, sir. But I guess it's Nabisho. Has a picture of himself. It says, got another one of the big fellas releasing this morning. Only 9 red tails to go, and 11 great horned owls and 7 barn owls releasing. All are going well so far. Sweet.
What's up?
Very nicely done. Let me follow you, sir. Let me go ahead and follow you now. That's awesome. My grandpa used to do a lot of things with pigeons, so I think it's kind of cool. But I'm going through some of your older pictures and looking at these owls. That is amazing. And some hawks, looks like. Is that a sharped hawk? Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for joining us. It's definitely a pleasure to make your acquaintance. All right. Let's see here. We also have another story. This one comes from Miss Eileen's blog, basicblogtips.com. This one is written by Janice Ng. Janice Ng. Is this any relation to Greg Ng? Anyway, it's entitled 10 WordPress plugins you can install today to improve your blog. Look, kind of just scrolling through this, you can see that SEO, there are quite a few SEO plugins that you can get to make your blog just a little bit better. And it looks like there are about 6 of those. And then there's a few other ones to encourage reader interactions, like Comment Love, something that Miss Eileen talks about and definitely supports. You can check that out. Also, one of the other ones, the business boosting plugins, like Pop-Up Domination is one. Let me share these 10 with you. You can go to her blog as well. Stop by and say hi. And let her know that you are a listener and that you have read her blog. Thank you, Miss Eileen, and also thank you, Tim. Let's see here. Let me say hi to a couple of you that have walked in. First of all, let's say hi to a couple of our guests that have walked in. Also, Little Bites is here, and one of my frat brothers is here, who told me that he would try to sneak in and listen one of these days. Brother Carr is here.
Well, that doesn't sound very sneaky to me.
Well, first of all, he said one of these days I'm going to try to take a listen, and today is that day. So welcome, Brother Carr, to the show. And he is a really intelligent and also talented guy who is leading for our fraternity, leading our sort of journal editors for the province, which is our area. Yeah, so he's here. So we had a good conversation last night. It's definitely a pleasure to have you, and hopefully you will enjoy the remaining part of the show. And by the way, Mike Render is also a bro from Smithfield, by the way. Just wanted to throw that in there.
Yo, baby, yo.
Yo. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on. And let me give you just a second before we jump into our feed watch. Let me do this quick announcement from our weekend show, or maybe not so weekend show, but this is the Tech Monks.
Join us this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, as we record the latest episode of the Tech Monks podcast, discussing topics such as technology, entertainment, and the startup culture. For details on joining us live, visit techmonkspodcast.com/live.
All right. Thank you very much, Tim Arthur, for making that. I'm just going to keep playing it all the way over until you come up with a new one. All right. Well, let me jump into FeedWatch.
What is that?
And FeedWatch.
FeedWatch.
This is where we constantly comb the blogs so that you don't have to.
Really?
We give you the news that you can use because that's what we do.
Thank you.
So you best not snooze, you will not lose.
Who woke me up? And what?
Unless, of course, you enjoy singing the blues. A boo hoo hoo hoo.
We don't like that.
We talked about this a little bit yesterday. We found out that Google has launched a new service. It's sort of a Google search plus you. Anyway, coming from the Atlantic Wire, that is, it says that after drawing criticism for favoring Google Plus over other sites in its new social search, Google claims it would integrate Facebook and Twitter if it could, but it can't, so it won't. The newest iteration of Google Search surfaces content from its newish social network, that would be Google Plus, including suggestions of new people to follow. Although the engine aims to understand people and relationships rather than just content, it also scours Google Plus to do this. This has rival social networks in a tizzy. This has effectively buries their social content while lifting Google Plus's to the top of the search stream. Now, the new search is pretty blatant about its Google Plus favoritism, but Google sees that it as Twitter's fault, and the rival network relinquished its Google search contract months ago. And they write, we are a bit surprised by Twitter's comments about Search Plus, Your World, because they chose not to renew their agreement with us last summer. And since then, we have observed their no-follow instructions, the company wrote on Google+. The company's executive chairman, Eric Schmidt, adds to that line of reasoning, telling search engine land's Danny Sullivan that neither Facebook nor Twitter have given the search engine permission to access their content. Therefore, it can't give it the same treatment as its own social network's content from a technical standpoint.
In other words,
No.
Listen, I told you guys, if you wanted to work with us, we would play nice. But since you guys don't want to work with us, I guess you guys lose.
Show.
Screw you guys.
You know, this is I got to tell you, this is I kind of agree with Google on this one. It's their fault. They don't, because we knew for a minute. If for those of you that don't know, first of all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just go back a step.
Break down.
Pull out your computer right now. Go to a new tab. Don't close the show down at all. Go to a new tab on your browser.
What's a tab?
Tab. Open a new window.
Control T.
Control T. Right.
Very
And
good.
go to www.google.com. Okay.
Or Command T.
Okay. Whenever you do that. And then
Yes.
type in a search term. It doesn't matter which one it is. I'll just pick any one. And I'll just let me use render.
Render.
See what comes up.
Oh.
I'll do the search term. And what I'll see here now is I'll start seeing these little blue characters. Looks like a head and a shoulders, right? And right across the top, you'll see what appears to be show your personal results. From here, you can see those search results that are relevant to you, right? These are things that, looking at Google Plus, for example, I see that Mike and I are friends. So one of the first things I see here is Michael Render's Google Plus account that I can follow. I can also see other posts that he shared, and then it goes on from there. So it sort of blends my social search using Google Plus connections and relationships that I've built there to return information back to me. Now, I don't see anything up here from Facebook or Twitter. And funny enough, this is interesting. It says, Eileen says, now guess who's singing the blues? A boo-hoo.
I see what you did there, my dear.
With the flip-flop of the misdirection and the turnaround of the comeback.
Yes.
Nicely done.
So some of the questions that people are asking is, who's losing on this one? Is Twitter losing? Is Facebook losing? Are you, as a user, losing in some way, shape, or form? I'm going to ask you first, Mike. Are you really losing anything on this? Do you feel Facebook or Twitter or who do you feel is losing out because of this new feature?
Nobody, to be honest with you.
Especially since Facebook and Twitter weren't already in the listing anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can see any of the comments or anything like that
Well,
from Facebook.
Yeah.
But you could
Everything's okay.
you could look at it as Twitter lost an opportunity.
Sure, they did.
So
Because we used to be able to search Google and see some of the Twitter updates.
Right.
Right.
Because I think there was like a daily or tweet it now or recent. So they took that out.
They took that out. You can no longer search Twitter from Google.
But then Twitter lost that. That was valuable. For
yeah,
them.
I'm not so sure why Twitter would.
Well, I like that feature too, by the way.
And see, I think in both cases, Facebook and Twitter, and we talked about this yesterday. Both of them, their search engine it really
Not the
needs some
greatest.
assistance.
Yeah.
You know, especially see the problem I got with both of those is that while you can do a search from Facebook and or Twitter, the problem is that it doesn't take you back very far.
Right.
It goes back like a couple hours or maybe a few days, but that's the extent of it. So if I wanted to see, well, which one of my friends are talking about
Just
blank,
right now, you can.
I can't do that
Yeah.
beyond maybe a day or so. And with Twitter, I can't even see what my friends are talking about. I can only see what the entire Twitterverse is using. So at least on Facebook, I can say, well, what are my friends saying? What is the public saying? What that. But here, I think I'm now getting the best of both worlds with the Google search. I can now not only see what my friends are searching for,
Right.
but I can also see what the world is searching for. I can see beyond yesterday. I can go back years ago to get a full, search result.
So does it's also searching Google Plus as well, or if you like say you don't populate Google Plus a lot and you do a search,
Mm-hmm.
nothing won't really come back just because that person isn't really.
Well, I think it definitely looks across all of your friends. So,
Okay.
so anybody that you have in circles on Google Plus, it's going to say, hey, Mike has a relationship to some degree
To what?
to what these people are saying. So if
Okay.
you did a Google search on, let's say, I'm looking for a Mercedes, whatever E-Class or whatever those are, right?
Right.
You can see which one of your friends are talking about that
E-Class,
that kind of car. If they have pictures, they can show the pictures. If they're talking about it, there's a sale, there's a link or whatever. You can get all that information right here within this single Google search.
Right.
So I think that's very powerful.
Yeah, it's real powerful, and I think, like how you were saying, I think Facebook needs that feature or component added to their search. 'Cause,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It makes
well,
it,
yeah, we said yesterday. I mean, their search sucks.
yeah. And I think,
Yeah.
Google definitely has that on lock right now. So, and the other thing that this is going to do, though, and this is the part that I think is interesting, is this is only going to help promote Google Plus even more,
I think
Right.
so.
right? This is only going to grow Google Plus. Now, we've sat and had conversations that say there's nothing that Google can do to win the fight against Facebook, which has 800 million people.
3 times the population of the United States now on Facebook.
I think right now we're beginning to see how Google says, you know what? We're growing by leaps and bounds, and this is only going to help because we all do searches, Google searches. So I just wanted to show that with you guys to kind of get it out there.
Report.
But talking about search engines, though, I wanted to switch gears for a second because we're talking about Google right now. But let's talk a little bit about Bing
Why?
and Yahoo.
Why?
Right? Because I want to put this thing into perspective for a second. Here is a news story that I got from TechCrunch, and it basically says that Microsoft Bing search queries overtake Yahoo for the first time in December. Comscore has released its search data for December 2011, and Google continues to dominate in terms of the share, with 65.9% compared with 65.4% in November. That means they're growing. And of course, 66 last year. It looks like Yahoo queries come in at 14%, and it looks like Bing's at 15%, which means Bing now, and I will say this, Bing powers Yahoo, by the way, which is ridiculous to me. How does Bing, a search engine, power another person's search engine or another company's search engine?
Because Yahoo just got tired of it.
See, that right there was their downfall.
No,
It was their
I
downfall.
disagree. I'll tell you why it wasn't. Because at the time Yahoo gave up the search engine game, they were already, Google had already beaten the pants off of them, and they were moving into the idea of being a media company. And
Flickr.
But this is important, though. I think search is an important place.
Flickr.
It's an important. We're seeing this right now. We're seeing Bing clearly, which is now integrated with Xbox. Right, the fact that I can do a search from within the Xbox to search a number of different entertainment fields and whatever else I'm looking for. Yahoo, if they're going to do entertainment, don't, in my opinion, don't get rid of a feature that you guys can use within some of your own services. I think
get
that's the value that Google has done. It says, look, we're going to do not only a search engine, but we're going to power everything that we do with our search engine. And that's what makes to me that's what makes Google,
Google.
yeah, is very valuable. But anyway, I wanted just to point that out that that being
but by the time Yahoo had gotten out of the game, their analog was so old school and outdated. MSN, and then there was the Metafiler and Dogpile, and Yahoo decided they were going to move on to bigger and better things. I think the search engine market at the time that they got out, at the time they bailed out, was just. I think they saw it as unsustainable. I'm not saying it's a bright move. I'm saying it's understandable in the context.
Okay. Well, AOL also is falling off. Like anyone looking at AOL, they only have a 8%, and they're going way, way down. In terms of search queries, though, this was the very first month that Bing overtook Yahoo in terms of search queries, says Citi analyst Mark Mahaney. Both search portals were powered by the same technologies, but clearly Yahoo search traffic is declining, which is just another problem added to now CEO Scott Thompson's list of problems for the company, which he will not buy Netflix.
Hey, that might help him out.
No, I'd say fix your browser, fix your search engine,
I was gonna say, what browser?
fix it.
It's too late for
Fix it.
that. It's not too late to buy Netflix.
Fix it.
Better do something.
Here's another one. Sony PlayStation. So there were some rumors going on that we're going to see a new Sony PlayStation this year,
And put emphasis on just C.
right?
Yeah,
or we'll see one rolled out this year.
Oh, so we're gonna
Right.
be able to buy one this year?
That's been the rumor, right?
Oh, I thought they was just gonna show it this year.
Well, I don't know if buying it, showing it.
Like you get a
That's a really blurry line there.
peek of what it is,
Sure. Okay.
but it
Well-
won't be ready to like 2013.
13.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I have
so
some
we do
some
get to
news.
see it, but don't nobody get to actually play
Well,
on it yet.
Well,
That's
let's
what I'm
see.
getting
Let's see what it is. Okay.
Well, according to this story from CNN, we are now learning that no is the answer. There will
No.
You don't get to see it because there won't be one anytime soon.
Dang, why not?
According to this story, it says
I know
that Sony said it's not quite game over for the PlayStation 3.
Game over. You see what
Right.
they did there?
Contrary to reports, Sony does not plan to announce a new home video game console at a trade show in June, which we also know as E3. Hira told a room full of reporters here Tuesday that when he asked about plans to announce the new PlayStation 4, E3 is which they usually announce these things, he says, we're not going to make an announcement at E3. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. They have a 5-year plan, though. The 5-year-old PlayStation 3 will have a 10-year life cycle, which means we can get another 5 years out of the PlayStation 3, which I'm okay with because since I just bought one recently, thank you, Mike Render, I'd like to get as much out of it before you decide to switch it up on me. Sony could still release a new system sometime within the next 5 years, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen right now. Because clearly they are trying to sort of maximize this device that they have. One of the things I did point out, and for those of you who are actually gamers at all, here's something very interesting. If you are a gamer at all in any way, shape, or form,
Yes.
it looks like people are moving towards like streaming their games, right? Like, I think we talked about On Live as an example, where you can download games and all that. But Sony is basically saying, we're not going to get rid of the actual Blu-ray type game system because that is the ultimate or that's the optimal way to deliver games. Because typically the games, the size of the games on these devices, these CDs or these DVDs, Blu-ray discs, right? They're too big to download. And people don't have the patience to wait for you to download it to your machine. So Sony is basically saying, look, we're going to continue to focus on 3D, which is a thing that they're going to work on.
Sure.
They're going to work on building some more peripherals, like the little wand magic device, which to me is a terrible idea. And they're going to continue to put out really good games.
Well, this is what I think about the PlayStation 4 announcement. So when E3 comes, and this is what I think might happen when E3 comes this year, Nintendo everybody's been asking for the HD Wii. They put it off last year, and I think last year no new real devices came out besides Microsoft's Kinect. So if Nintendo debuts their new console, the HD Wii, and let's just say the 720 does come out this year, and Sony doesn't do anything,
right?
It's gonna be game over for real then.
Potentially.
I mean, it's kind of like that now. I mean, I don't think 3D is big enough. And then you got Microsoft, which is the rumor for their new system will have a streaming capability to it,
right?
And they already have like how Apple has the developers. You pay $100 a year or whatever, and you can develop games and then sell them. Like Microsoft has that as well,
right?
For the Xbox Live, so people are already making games to be ready for that industry once it comes, full blown or whatever. So, I mean, Microsoft's doing it, and Sony, I don't know what they're doing. Like, you're still focusing on motion control, and I mean, you're behind. 5 years behind that because we came out with it first. It's just, I don't know.
Well, I will say this though. I don't know how important. I mean, still, I got the majority of my games don't require me to have to move in front of a device, whether I got a handheld device or whether I have the Kinect, right? I still prefer to sit there and just enjoy a game without having to do that. Now, I will say this. The Kinect, for me, definitely is pretty cool when you're talking about watching movies, that you can kind of not have to do anything. But here's something that's something to consider, is if we can get to a point where I can pull out my cell phone and I can control what's on the Wii, or I can control on the Xbox, or I can control it on the PlayStation 3, then I'm like, okay, now I don't need to have necessarily a Kinect device. If I can speak into my phone and speak a command, and it says, okay.
So are you just talking about the Kinect just for like usability, or actually trying to play a game?
I have a couple games. I have the Michael Jackson Experience. We talked about that.
Okay.
I have they have another game that came when I bought it, but I don't play them that often.
Right.
Compared to if I'm going to play a video game, I'm going to play a game where I use a controller the majority of the time.
Right.
So I don't think, while I think the Kinect is cool, and I think it does have some really neat little features with it, I don't know if it's a game changer. Like, is Microsoft going to win the war on gaming because of the Kinect? I don't know, because right now I am thoroughly enjoying the PlayStation 3. The fact that I don't have to pay any extra money to watch movies. The only reason you're enjoying it
because you're playing a game you always wanted to play, and
they got good games.
Because if this was 2 years ago, you wouldn't be playing anything, I don't think.
No, I don't know if that's entirely true.
Yeah,
I don't know what games are out there that I want to play.
Exactly.
That I can't get on the Xbox, but the other issue is now I can save $60 by not having to pay that $60 a year fee to watch a movie that I can now watch on the PlayStation 3 for free. Because Netflix.
That's the only thing that's keeping them afloat.
I don't know if it's the only thing.
Yeah, it is. Because you can get the same.
What about all those people that want to play online with their friends? I don't have to pay that $60.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's keeping them afloat.
So the $60 fee is the only problem.
Yeah, because if a better game comes out, it's exclusively for the other system, then people won't be on their PlayStations anymore.
Gotcha.
So, but to be honest, I think the whole motion gaming genre is gimmicky. Because the only games I hear people say are the dance ones. That's it.
Well, right now that's the one that makes the most
sense.
That's the low hanging fruit to design and to.
But you'll never.
It's the obvious interface. I think that's a place that's waiting for innovation. I think there's going to be something different, something cool, something previously.
Well, I did
unthought of.
Being able to do voice control, I thought that was neat, and just kind of waving your hand to control the controller, I thought was cool.
Yeah,
that is a cool idea.
I think it stops right there as far as because when I played the Kinect for the first time and moving my hand to go through menus and stuff like that, and selecting and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't have to go get my controller, but when I'm ready to play, I'm gonna turn around and go pick it up when it's time to play. And plus, you're not gonna get like the hardcore gaming experience with these motion things, because I know Sony even tried that with a first person shooter, and I'm just like, man, I don't see how it's like you're reteaching a person to play a game that they've been playing with a controller for so long, and it's just like, man, we're just not ready. I guess it's just like how older people get with the internet. We've been playing games with a controller since Nintendo, so
Right.
but
maybe
That-
it just
that's
opens
fair.
the doors,
that's
though.
a very interesting insight. It may very well be that kids half your age are going to take to this
Yeah.
thing, and you'll stay where you are.
and at
Yeah,
E3,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
without my controller.
yeah,
Well,
but-
and the thing is, most of the money, most of the revenue for games and game design, that stuff is mostly for men between Mike's age and mine,
yeah, because
25 to 50.
cats are gonna play Madden with a controller. I seen the Madden version on Connect where you have to actually like hike, and it's just too much. It's
Too complicated.
it's too much of the thing about it. And
See,
you actually have to throw.
See, coming from a gaming generation where there is a 4-position joystick and that's it, I could say the same thing for these newfangled PlayStation controllers with the buttons and that's
Yeah.
just too much stuff.
too many
do you
buttons.
do you see
No.
this history
It's
kind
different. They gave you.
Oh,
They gave you the extra buttons enhance your gameplay. It doesn't. It
But
doesn't
when
attack.
when I grew up playing the Atari, and I
Yeah.
had that one red button,
The game was
with this
designed for you just to
joystick.
have the one red
but
button.
that's what I was used to, right? Like I just got this one button to push, and let's say my grandma was playing that at the time. That's what she knows. Now you bring in a controller that has 4 buttons. Then you got 2 little knobs. Then you got 4 knobs up here for my other fingers. It's
And
like,
you need
dude, how
all-
many
and you
knobs do I need?
Well, I mean, you a lot of times you probably won't touch everything, but the reason I say that is because with graphics and how fast the games can be processed now.
Right.
If you played a game that looked that good and you still only need just one button and four directions, I mean, how would the game be as fun just because the graphics are different, or
I don't know.
it wouldn't? You need
I
all the
don't
extra buttons so you can do more stuff.
I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary.
Like saying hike and calling the audibles. So
Well, there you go.
I like the idea of calling audibles. I mean,
because any other way, you're just gonna be able to tackle and run.
Let me change gears a little bit. And for those of you who might be coders out there, and I don't know how many of you guys are,
I code a little bit.
if you are a coder and you just want to make yourself a little bit stronger, or for those of you that are maybe not as strong with coding, I have a resource here for you that maybe you guys could use.
hit me.
It's called
Chrome?
Codemy.
Code
Code Academy.
Code Academy.
Code
Right.
Academy.
Honeycombs.
Code Academy. It's Code Academy, basically. It's the Code Academy. Anyway, they are now reaching over 1 million users
And I'm one of them.
over the course of just 5 months. Matter of fact, we talked about this on our weekend show. Thanks to Aaron K. White, he kind of turned me on to this new service that is coming out. But Code Academy launched just in August with 200,000 people out of the gate learning JavaScript.
It seems like I may have.
Right?
I may very well have an account in that joint.
Yeah, I did too.
got
For
one.
JavaScript, I was like, that's kind of cool. I'll see what this can do. But the latest numbers reported in October, it announced they had 500,000 users in October. Now, thanks to a brand spanking new service called Code Year, which just launched, I guess it's a New Year's initiative that will encourage people to code, has hit the 1 million user mark in the course of just a few months. Code Year launched this last week, has gotten 300,000 people to pledge, including New York Mayor's Michael Bloomberg. And we're told that almost 300,000 of those pledges are coming from people who have never used Code Academy before. So if you're interested, again, go on. I'm going to show if I can share this link with you guys. Codeyear.com. Codeyear.com is one website that you can basically sign up, and you can say, this is my goal. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And you can basically learn with some of your friends. Code Academy is
Honeycombs.
Code Academy. I'm trying to spell it for you. CODECADEMY. Code
Cadets.
Academy.
Code.
I'm trying to think how I can say this. It's not academy per se, but it's code.
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 Academy.
Damn. I don't know. I have to look at it now.
Code academics.
Code. Don't mess them up, Mike. You messing them up.
We're doing badly enough with this.
CODE code, right? CADEMY.
So it's Code Academy and taking out the A in the middle.
Codedemics.
Yeah, there you go.
Codedemic.
Stop messing it up. Let me say what's up to Todd Lyden, who is in the room.
Angels and Dominicans.
Angels and Dominicans. See, now that's funny. Because I know a Dominican named Angel. See?
Also, your girl, Ebony B's in the house. What's going on, Miss Ebony?
What's going
I'll
on?
never find that site.
See?
So anyway, if you're interested in learning some code, you can go out there and learn it here. Like I said, there's a
It's
free.
Code Academy. Just take out the first A.
There you go.
Codedemicals.
Code a rolled up newspaper.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. Let me go this. We got Warner Brothers. Oh, this is interesting. So Warner Brothers is basically saying, look, y'all, I know that we had a 28-day thing with you guys, right?
Oh, yeah, that one thing on
Code Academy.
But here's the problem.
cataclysms.
We want to increase.
Code Academy. It's Codec Atomy.
Okay.
I had to look at it.
Conjunction function. What's your function?
What's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
All right.
Making funky beats and putting stupid lyrics to them. What?
Nothing.
So Warner Brothers plans for the DVD rental as a delay rejected by Blockbuster, coming from Business Week. Warner Brothers is leading a push to spur movie purchases by delaying the availability of DVD rentals. It's running into some resistance from two of its biggest customers. One, the Dish Network's Blockbuster, the largest U.S. movie rental chain, and Coinstar, the operator of the Redbox DVD kiosks. They're pushing back against Time Warner
So we got to wait more than 30
by
days?
trying to make them wait for 56 days before they can rent the latest releases. The current release is for Redbox is 28 days after a DVD goes on sale to the public. While Netflix Inc. is going along, Blockbuster stores are buying the studio's movies from others the day they go on sale and renting them to consumers right away, according to the person with knowledge of the matter who wasn't authorized to speak publicly. As a company that's really not focused on new releases, Netflix doesn't really care about a move from 28 days to 56 days, said Eric Wold, a San Francisco-based analyst at B. Riley & Company. For the other companies, new releases really dominate their rentals. So making a Redbox or making a Blockbuster wait from 28 days to 56 days could seriously hurt them, whereas Netflix says, you know what, it's okay. But I did read this, that because they're being asked and Netflix has agreed, they're going to get a discount, even a deeper discount, at the cost of using their services from Time Warner, because they're like, dude, we can wait. The reason behind Time Warner, though, is they're trying to make more money by saying, hey, look, if we wait 56 days, maybe we can get more DVD sales in the store versus you guys going out there and picking them up from one of these other places.
So could I do this? Could I I could wait till the DVD gets released, right? And I bought like 50 copies. And then I call Coinstar or Dish Network and be like, hey man, I got 50 copies of that new DVD released that Tuesday. Can I sell them to Coinstar?
That's what they're doing.
Oh,
in some
really?
cases, like Blockbuster, they'll go out and buy the movie from other places and just rent them.
Right, just do that.
And you can't stop them from doing that.
Yeah, just
What are you going to do? I'm buying the movie and renting them.
And your sales is going to probably increase. So everybody win-win.
Yeah. So in any case,
Why not?
Because the one that actually is at the point of sale is the real winner. I mean, how many times the same joint is sold doesn't really matter, does it?
As long as I get a check.
Well,
holla. Two more. Let me get out of here. Monito NFC micro SD to bring contactless features to any Android phone.
don't they already have contactless features? Doesn't every Android phone have?
This is better.
Well, according to this, it comes from Engadget. It says Device Fidelity and Spring Card Systems have teamed up on an NFC-capable micro SD card that will basically allow you to plug in this SD card into your phone and get NFC capabilities.
Oh, word, you got your card ready? Hold on, let me take my battery off. And oh man, getting the backs off these phones is hard. But all right, I got it off now. You give me your card.
Yes.
And I put it in my phone, put the battery back in, then turn it back on.
And then you can get all the NFC
your contact,
stuff.
and then I take the battery back off, and then hand you back your card.
Wait.
Right? Nah, man, that's hot. And while I'm doing all that, we could be talking. And
Dude, wow.
I could have just put the number
You are
in
reaching in
for
your
you.
phone
Yeah.
to get your. I'm gonna pull out my rolled up newspaper.
No.
Nah, it's a cool concept.
That is not a cool
Why
concept.
not, man? Everybody be carrying around these little cards.
Well,
Stop.
it's either, so definitely the difference is you don't have to have a card, right? You just have this little chip that you put in there, and you can do the same thing you're doing now, and it will work. So they got one working for the iOS,
See, Derek.
which will cost $80, and they'll also give you $10 of spendable cash, and soon you'll also be able to get one for the Android device as well. Let me rephrase that. There's the iPhone case that's for $80. The chip is only $30.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. And then lastly, Amazon is the first retailer to give its blessing to Hollywood's new movie format. Coming from Business Insider, Amazon is the first retailer to give sign a deal for movies in the ultraviolet file sharing format. Amazon revealed the news at a panel at CES on Tuesday, reports USA Today. Now, ultraviolet, I didn't know about this. This is something new. Is lets people purchase a digital copy of a movie from any retailer, stored in a central online account called a locker, and then watch it on a variety of devices like TVs, iPads, the Kindle Fire, and so on and so forth.
Watch out, Netflix.
Hollywood then hopes that it will encourage movie lovers to keep buying films instead of merely renting them. And Ultraviolet, which launched in October, has really been just kind of an uphill battle because not many people are actually using it. Some of the people who helped create this would include Sony Pictures Home Entertainment, 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment, Universal Studios Home Entertainment, and Warner Home Video are all supporters of Ultraviolet. So you have some people who do support it, like Best Buy, and you have some like Walmart, but they're not really pushing it right now.
So this is a new digital format?
Yes, for file sharing, like I guess it's sort of to protect, like where else you can, like what you can't like just give it away. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works.
And then would that fall in line with the like 56-day distribution piece too?
This is entirely like just
separate.
This is like you buying one of those discs, right? Like I don't know if you've seen those video commercials, DVD commercials, when you say, "Hey, you can buy a disc, you can load it, and then install it on your phone." And you can watch it wherever you go. It's kind of that same concept, but in this case, it's saying, hey, you can put it in a locker somewhere, and then you can access it through any of your devices.
That's kind of hot.
If people use it, but right now they're not.
Right.
So it's kind of tough, kind of a tough decision for them. But Amazon says, look, we're on board. You know, we're going to help you guys do it, which means maybe Amazon's jumping on and says, look, we'll be a locker for you guys. We'll hold some of these movies so that people can come here, buy the movie, and then store it here for us to use on our device.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's smart.
Kindle Fire.
It's smart.
With no subscription fee.
Very smart. Yeah. So
90 seconds.
In any case, you know that sound. It's time for us to run. And it looks like, I've heard it, but some of y'all are having some issues getting this, and I apologize. I don't know what's going on. But you can always get this in replay.
We got the hi-fi rolling right now, which
That's right.
should be. I'll get it cooking real quick for you, quicker than usual.
So you can go on up there to YouTube after a little bit and get the high def version.
It's YouTube/Damon Nolan will get you there. Yes,
That's right.
60 seconds.
All right, let me say thank you to Alan Tran,
Come on.
Dyslexic in America, Ebony B, Little Bites, Nab 1965, Carr, Brother Carr, thank you, sir, Tim Arthur, Tom Blyden, and all of you listening live in an archive. Thank you for what you do. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget, we're here every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on blogtalkradio.com/Damon Nolan. That's going to do it for us, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday.
we are officially over the hump.
Over the hump.
Until tomorrow.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Diggity.
10 seconds.